We have looked at the following films: About a Boy by Paul and Chris Weitz, Love Actually by Richard Curtis, Sliding Doors by Peter Howitt, Crazy Stupid Love by John Requa and Glenn Ficarra, Bridget Jones by Beeban Kidron, and Wild Child by Nick Moore.
There are often three idents, which last around 50 seconds. Almost all of our examples contain an audio bridge between the idents and the opening scene. This was often non-diegetic music.
The titles are often sans serif. They are commonly light-coloured and display over the action. In Love Actually, they faded in and out in time with the gaps of the dialogue. All of the titles faded in and out with the exception of Wild Child, whose titles came in a very different manner.
In Bridget Jones's Diary, the titles are stylized to appear handwritten. However, aside from what we have previously mentioned, this was the only film to have a drastic change in style.
We have observed that the most common character setup was to have a main female character and her love interest. In About a Boy, the main character is a man. This is what writer Tamar Jeffer McDonald calls a hom-com. This movie followed the same pattern, however, with him meeting a woman and falling in love.
Often the main character does something to embarrass themselves in front of the love interest and in front of the audience. By doing this, they increase their relatability with the audience. It also adds the comic elements to the film.
The mise-en-scene varies. For example, in Bridget Jones's Diary, her house is presented as being cluttered, but in About a Boy, the house in which the main character lives in is very tidy. This is to represent the type of character that the character is.
Very few, if the narrative aspects come into play in our examples. The biggest links we can make would be narrative binaries between the main character and their love interest.